At 7 a.m. Uche came out dressed with his wife to go to the gym. Mama blocked the exit and commanded Oma to go back into the house. Uche quietly pushed her out of the way and left for the gym with his wife. He had already instructed the cleaner to make breakfast for Mama. Uche and his wife didn't get back to the house till evening. In fact, Mama noticed that it wasn't the gym clothes they went out with that they came back in. So you people left me here and went to have fun. Well, Mama, this is what you get for invading our privacy. And as if that is not enough, you are here causing problems. Mama immediately started telling Oma what she wanted to eat and how it should be prepared, but then Oma noticed that the cleaner had already cooked something for Mama. Mama, there is food in the pot. I instructed the help to prepare something for you. Oma, you must be stupid to open your mouth and say that to me. I don't blame you. I blame your husband for teaching you to disrespect his mother. So I will eat food prepared by a stranger in my son's house while my daughter-in-law is busy moving up and down and romancing her husband at every slight opportunity? Uche moved to the kitchen, carried his wife and came to the sitting room. Mama, I have unfinished business with my wife. We were on it when you rudely interrupted us in the morning. So we are going to have a cold shower and continue from there. Mama burned as Uche kissed his wife, entered their room and locked the door. He locked the door so loud just to make sure Mama heard him. The next day was Sunday, and they all dressed up to go to church. Oma was already sitting in front waiting as her husband went to open the gate. Mama immediately rushed and with every strength in her dragged her down from the first seat. She couldn't do anything but quietly open the back door to sit at the back. But Mama wasn't satisfied. She had expected Oma to refuse going to the back sit, so she would have the opportunity to fight her. But because she didn't get what she expected, she drew Oma back and with that force tore her cloth. And as if that was not enough, she slapped her. That slap shocked Uche. He stood looking at his mother with so much anger and fury. He held his wife, consoled her and took her into the house. Then told her to rest as there was no need for going to church with them. He came out and Mama was happily sitting in front feeling very cool with herself. Uche arranged himself and entered the car, then they went to church. Halfway to church he stopped the car to talk to his mother. Mama, why did you slap my wife? Uche, what sort of nonsense question is that? Who is she that I wouldn't slap her? Who gave her the right to sit in front of my son's car when I am here? Mama, your son's car, not your husband's car. Uche shouted. As Mama looked at him with surprise on her face. Mama, I have had enough. I am your son, not your husband, and this position you are sitting is meant for my wife and not you. Oma is my wife and I love her so much. You keep complaining that with all my money I decided to marry from a poor home. Mama, she is my choice and I love her like that, and Mama, you must deal with it. You see that girl? She is my world and my happiness and I don't care what you think. Why are you so bitter towards her? How dare you open your mouth to say that because my father didn't train you in school? None of your sons would marry a girl and train her in school. Who do you think you are to dictate my happiness for me? I promised Oma that I would sponsor her education to any level, and it would remain like that. I will sponsor her education. At least I owe my children an educated mother, and I will give them that. I have done everything possible to make you happy. I provide for you. I make sure you don't lack anything, yet it's not enough for you. You have a place in my heart. My wife has her own place in my heart. So will my children. But it's obvious that your plan is to take your place and her place, then it wouldn't happen. I am your son. Oma is my wife and you are my father's wife. It is very impossible for me to give you what my father was supposed to give to you. Mama, I have had enough. Leave my wife alone. You have succeeded in slapping her, and I know you are happy. Since you don't want to allow my wife to enjoy this marriage, then I am afraid that I would have to cut ties with you. Mama was shocked at Uche's words. Uche came down from the car and opened the boot. That was when Mama realized that they were at the park. She didn't even know her son had put her things in the boot. Mama quietly came down as Uche paid for her transportation, then gave her some money and bid her farewell. As he was about to leave, he came back and said to Mama, "Let this be the last time you will come to my house uninvited. I wouldn't let you make my life miserable. I did not marry Oma for you. She is mine and mine alone. Mama, I don't ever want to see you in my house again." Mama was heartbroken as she quietly entered the bus and waited for their departure. As Uche got home, he met his wife still crying. He felt so bad and apologized to her on behalf of Mama as he told her what he did. Mama has gone, so please calm down and relax, you will be fine. Oma was relieved. She hugged her husband and kissed him for always having her back. A few months later was Christmas, and Uche informed his wife that they would be traveling. He saw the fear on her face, but he assured her that he would be around her all the time to shield her from Mama's hurt. He also informed her that they would be stopping at Onitsha to pick Ebiub, his nephew, from his grandma's place. Ebiub is the only son of his late brother. His brother and his wife had died 2 years ago in a ghastly motor accident, and since their demise, Uche had been the one financially responsible for the boy while he stayed with his maternal grandmother. They got to the village, and everywhere was already bubbling in celebration for Christmas. Ebiub jumped out of the car, running around and greeting his uncles. They were all happy to see him. Uche started bringing out their loads from the car while his wife helped him. Oma, it was Mama calling her to come and help her in the kitchen. Oma was tired. They had a very long journey, but her husband pleaded with her to help Mama before they retired for the evening. Mama was almost done with cooking, so Oma washed the plates and helped in serving the food. As she settled to eat with her husband, Mama screamed at her and told her that the food was just for her husband and that her own food was in the kitchen. Uche opened the plate, and obviously the content wouldn't be enough for the both of them. So he told his wife to sit and wait for him to get her food from the kitchen. Uche got to the kitchen and couldn't believe his eyes. Mama had dished his wife's food with an old dirty-looking plate without meat and left it on the bare floor. Uche quietly shifted the food, took another plate and dished more food and meat, then he carried it to the room. He was happy he didn't allow his wife to go for the food. He wondered how she would have felt if she had seen what Mama expected her to eat. After dinner, Mama instructed Oma to wash all the plates before going to bed. Mama, we have a maid in this house. The maid should do her work. Uche, this is my house, my husband's house. This is not your house in Lagos where you treated me anyhow. I make the rules here, and everyone must obey. Mama, this is your house and this is my father's house, built by me, your son, which means this is also Oma's husband's house. She has every right to do as she pleases. The next day was filled with Christmas Eve activities. Families were preparing for Christmas. Uche and his brother went for their family meeting. Immediately they left. Mama called Oma and Ebiub to follow her to the farm to harvest some cassava. Oma was confused. She might be from a poor family, but farm work is one thing she has never done. Mama didn't even allow her to have her breakfast. She tried calling her husband, but the network was so bad and she couldn't reach him. She sent him messages, yet no reply. They went to the farm and worked till 2 p.m. Mama instructed the little boy of 4 years to pick weeds. He cried for food and water, and instead of Mama to give him from the food she started beating him. That boy cried and Oma was heartbroken. At about 3 p.m. they went back home, and Oma proceeded to cook. She pleaded with Mama to allow her to eat something and also feed her grandson as well, but Mama refused. This boy is growing to be a very lazy boy. Just thank your God that you are not living with me, but that your lazy grandmother that raised your stupid mother. Ebiub cried himself to sleep. Watch out for the part 3 of this interesting story. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to support my growth. See you next time. Goodbye.